There'll always be a honky-tonk in Texas. And from the dance floor you will hear twin fiddles play. And last call there'll be a jukebox in the corner, playing He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Hey, in the spirit of No Show Jones, we're a little late, but we're here. Hey, it's Brent Adams with Curt Ryle, ready for another Road Stories. Thank you for everybody hanging in there with us as we sorted out some technical glitches here. Curt, welcome in.
Thank you. How you doing, Brent? You doing okay?
Better now.
Computer?
Better now. The old computer didn't want to cooperate there for a moment here. It's kind of like me, man. I've been fighting laryngitis for the last week. I'm a little froggy. Everything just a little out of sorts right now here, and I think my computer has caught a bit of that as well.
Well, I know you're coaching a football team, and you remind me of myself when I was coaching football. Braden, his team, I was coaching it, and I'd come home every day from yelling and screaming. You know, that's what coaches do.
Right.
And I remember Braden would get in the car, and he'd go, "Are you dad? Or are you the coach?" I said, "I'm dad." And he'd go, "Good, because I hate that coach."
Well, you know what? I coached my son during those years too, and I get it. We had those same conversations. It takes the pressure off of you when it's not your kids. But yeah, we just had a week-long moratorium. The state athletic department or athletic association gives you here. So yeah, we've been working since June 1st, and you know, we were really in a good spot before that dead period for a week, and now everybody came back and forgot about everything that they had learned. And
right,
we actually got a scrimmage game this week, a jamboree with a couple, three really good teams. One out of Terre Haute, one out of Evansville, and one closer to Evansville. And man, on Thursday this week, so. Trying to jump back into it and get ready. So, yeah, there was a little bit of yelling tonight here, a little frustration from coaches that thought we'd be in a little bit better spot than we were.
There's always frustration from coaches, man. I mean,
and this was supposed to be the release from stepping away from some of this stuff to go get my mind off it. But sometimes I get a little more riled up with that than this. But anyway, enough about that.
Well, we've had a good week here at Clarksville Creative Sound, man. We've
Love it.
as you know, we've been recording Evie Mae Lasher. And of course, you were talking about Evansville. She lives up close to that area.
Right,
and
right.
She lives in Indiana. So, yeah, there she is right there. And so I've been working on her album, and we're getting close to finally having this thing done.
Right.
And so we've had a good week. Today I took a day off, Brent, and I went out to the lake. And I got some family out there. My oldest son's out there camping. So we went out, and I played this game called Cornhole. I don't know if you've ever played this or not.
Yeah. Yes.
Man, that's the most competitive game, and my kids are like me. We're all so competitive. And so here it's all family playing each other. And it was just a blast. I've never had so much fun in my life.
We're going to have to get some boards with the Clarksville Creative Sound logo on them.
You know what's funny is I think there might be some of those being made for us right now.
There you go.
I found out about it. That'd be some fun, wouldn't it?
I like it. Well, I'll tell you, I heard a couple of the rough tracks from Evie's recording session. They're phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal. So I can't wait for everybody to hear that stuff because it's going to be lights out.
It's good. And of course, Carrie Romero, she's on here with us right now. We got some people coming in and watching the show with us. And Carrie, boy, her single's really taking off and doing amazing out there on the airways. That thing is, I'm shocked at how many, she's in magazines and all kinds of stuff. So we're really doing amazing things over here. And we got a lot of good things coming. We'll talk about probably on another show at another time. But man, we got some good people coming aboard with us, and this thing's about to really grow wings and take off, I think, Brent.
I love it.
And you've worked hard for this, and we all have, but I'm really happy. I'm really more excited for this for you because you've hung in here with us on this thing and done so well. And so I think it's all going to pay off very soon.
I think so. I'm super excited about it, and I'm excited for the opportunities. I mean, what the big reason, I was doing a radio interview today, and somebody asked me, why did you create this thing? Well, one of two things. On the agriculture side, for us, it's to keep people connected in agriculture, not just for the folks in agriculture, but consumers as well. But the other part of this is we saw a great opportunity to create a conduit to take this music back to rural America and create, some opportunities for artists that just weren't getting heard in the mainstream, and to see those opportunities coming really fast now, and coming out of places that we just hadn't considered. I think it's really gratifying. It's really exciting for them because they are more than deserving. So.
Yeah, and of course we're working on this new TV platform that we're hoping this is going to materialize. Because if it does, we're looking at 30 to 40 million people.
All right.
This will just in a day's time could put us completely in a whole different situation, and it looks like that's about to materialize. So we got some good things happening here.
Exciting.
You probably know more about that than I do, and I don't want to get too far into it, but
right.
It's not etched in stone, but we are working on it. So
right, absolutely. What I would tell everybody is just stay tuned to these social media pages here and pay attention, because we're gonna once things get moving, the announcements are going to come pretty quickly. So
yeah. Well, I was going to have this big road story show tonight about some things that went on behind the scenes in the record industry with an artist that I was producing. And I had this whole show all lined out. And then last night I started getting these messages from all over the place. It was this big, huge group message. And it was about one of our artists. And it showed the very first video that they did. And these people didn't even know it was out there. And this thing just like grew wings and started just taking off. And I thought, well, good Lord, this, come to think of it, I haven't posted anything about this in years. So I've got this artist with me tonight, and we're going to talk about this video and where he's at here with Clarksville Creative Sound. So maybe we should just bring him on the set. What do you think, Brent?
All right. Do I need to go back and do a drum roll?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, bring him on.
Braden Ryle is here in the studio.
I'm sorry, I'm slow.
Come on, Braden. Pull you up a chair here.
Okay.
We were.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
There we go.
Steve Markward and Mike Markward and a bunch of them were passing these videos around last night, and they were showing the very first video that this kid ever did. And I don't know, there's probably a lot of people out there that don't know anything about this video. But I know you've got it, Brent.
I do. Right at my fingertips here. If you want to show it for the folks.
Oh shoot!
Should we do it, or
I guess we should do it.
You want to talk about it first?
Well, let's show it and then I'll talk about it.
All right, I like it. It's great little video here. Here we go.
Are you ready to rock?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hit it. I see you to the east, I see you to the west. Seen a lot of pretty girls, but baby, you're the best. You're the real thing, made in the red, white, and blue. Oh yeah, there's nothing girls in the world, but I only got my eye on you. When you walk by, I can't sit still, driving me 'cause the high it makes
hold on.
Oh, not yet.
Again. Go.
Are you ready to rock?
You do better than that. Now look in the camera and smile.
This is for you, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
That's so comfortable, honey. That's like
Head. Yes. Yes, bang your head.
See what I'm saying? You got to do that with me. Hey.
Smile. No, one more time.
With some shredding on the telly and the Strat by Curt Ryle. There's nothing that I don't like about that video. Great stuff.
That just never gets old. I haven't seen those outtakes in years.
Yeah.
I was sitting here laughing at how funny that was.
That was a great day, huh?
It was a great day. It was
There's a story behind that, Brant. You know, that song should have never happened.
yeah.
I'm going to let Braden tell this
Okay.
story. This is pretty cool.
So it started off in elementary school. I was in my kindergarten class, and there was this girl that I was always hanging around with, and I don't know, just always trying to I was trying to like be
Hit
with
on
this girl, like date this girl, you know what I mean? And I was again like, what was I, 8 in this or something?
Yeah, maybe 7.
Maybe 7.
Yeah.
So anyways, I came home, and me and my dad went to Waffle House after school, and I was just like, Dad, like I really like this girl, and like I don't know how to like make her like me. And Dad's response to that was, oh, just sing her a song. So
It always works.
it always works. So we ended up writing that song, and I sang it thinking that it was just going to be like a thing to release and then show her, just put it on like a platform so that she can see it. And then it ended up getting like a lot of views on it. So
Well, what's funny, if it hadn't been for that girl, that little girl, plus he got the girl, right?
I did
Yeah.
for a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
but
If it hadn't been for that girl, I don't know that he would have ever had a career in music, because he really had no desire to sing. He'd been around this his whole life, here in the studio. And so I told him, he was serious about this girl. And so he, wanted to do the song. And that's his first time ever in a studio. It was his first time on air. He was pretty much uncoached, as you could see in the outtakes. We had the guy that was doing the video was down there telling him what to do.
yeah,
And he was just pretty much.
I was just doing it. I mean,
You were all in though.
I was.
It was absolutely hilarious. And I'll tell you what else came from that, Brent, was about a day after that video came out, I put it on YouTube. Got a call from Marty Stewart, my old buddy Marty Stewart, who had a TV show on the RFD network.
Right.
And then I got a call from Steve, trying to think of his last name. He was with the Shotgun Red show.
Nice.
And these guys were wanting to know if he would come on their show and do the song. And so it just kind of launched his career. The whole thing started like that.
Wow, man. And well, does the girl today, is she still in your same grade, or is she gone? Do you ever see her?
She's in the same grade. I mean, obviously she probably has a boyfriend now. I mean, like we don't really talk like we used to, but she still goes to the same school as me and everything. So and she kind of falls back on it. Like I remember one time I was in the same class as her. Right, this was freshman year, I think it was, in high school, and she showed like everybody in the class. She's like, Braden sang this for me. And I was like, did you know this song was about me? Like she was just showing everybody, and I was just like, oh my god, But it was funny. I mean, looking back on it. So
that's awesome. Somebody chimed in here and said this is my favorite song Braden's done. So I don't know if that means they think you peaked at 7 or
well, actually,
exactly what that means. But
I don't know if we're supposed to say this, but Dad was talking to me. He was like, you know what? Maybe we should recut this song. So I don't know. Maybe there's another Eye on You that I do in the future, and just like a then versus now kind of thing.
if you
I
can,
don't know. We might.
if you can sing it with the same gusto you did then, man.
Hey, I mean, I'll point at people. You know what I mean?
That was a
Yeah,
lot
well,
of energy.
There was a
man.
lot of energy in that. So,
right. But as long as you keep the thumbs up, though, you got to.
right.
Well, you know, one other thing came from that too, Brent. Braden actually got a call. That video got out there. A lot of people saw that video, and of course, this cute little kid, you know, singing. And I told him when I wrote the song, I said, "Why don't I write you a really pretty song for her?" He goes, "No." He said, "I want Chuck Berry." Chuck Berry. I'm like, this kid is such an old soul, man. You know, if you go back and look at his videos from the time he was just a little kid, you see he was recording stuff from Sam Cooke.
Right.
You know, I mean, Fooled Around and Fell in Love, Elvin Bishop. I mean, this kid's he's always been into the old stuff, and so I thought it was a good call from Braden that we did that.
Braden was such a cute kid. What happened? Why do I have a feeling that's Steve? I have a feeling that's Steve.
It could be Steve.
That
Martin
probably
out
is
there.
Steve.
We can't see who everybody is. We see Carrie Romero's name.
Right.
Not
She's the only one that figured it out. She's going to have to counsel the rest of these people
I
on
know.
what needs to happen
So,
here.
Carrie, you need to go out there and type what you did to get your name and your picture to show up on here.
Yeah.
And then we can get everybody to do that.
But yeah, I mean, I would love to just recut that song. Maybe put it on a future album of mine. Secretly, who knows? Maybe another album's coming out soon. But that'd be awesome. I'd love to do that.
So that's how you got the start. But did you kind of catch the bug off of that?
Yeah. So I mean, I think right after that, actually, well, wait, no. Well, actually, no. I have an album that's released on different platforms like Apple Music, and it's like this album cover of like me in the car. It's this one up here with the sunglasses.
Yeah, you know, I wonder if Brent even has that album.
don't know.
Brent, you know what? I need to get you a copy of this album because there's some stuff on there that's really cool.
I mean, it's on streaming platforms and everything.
There's a song out
but
there called Motions.
Yeah.
And is it on a streaming platform?
It is. It's on every streaming platform.
Boy, Brent, if you could find that thing and play that, I don't think there's a video on it, but just a song.
Yeah, Country Girls 2 is a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
I might have to recut that whole album.
That was a great album.
I might have to recut that album.
for your greatest hits project.
Yeah, for real. That's the next move.
So Carrie says she approved and registered her name. Now I don't know exactly what that means, but
Right. Well, when you get on there, when you log on, it gives you a prompt, I believe, where you have to click on a link that allows you to give StreamYard the permission to use your name and comment. So you have to give them a permission. Maybe some people just aren't seeing it. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, we're still glad you guys are on here, and we'd like to. If we knew who you were, we would call you by name, but we don't have a clue.
Yeah.
You might just put your name on there. Just type your name in and say, "Hey, Bob here," or whatever, right?
Right.
But, yeah, this whole thing, you know, Brent. This week we started a brand new album on Braden, and he had a few songs in the can. I know you probably had a song called "Deep Deep South,"
right?
That we released on Braden, and that thing is such a great summertime song.
Right.
And it gets a lot of play still, but okay, Brian Moon's on here, Marlene's on here, we see. But yeah, we're releasing a new album, and it's got some really good songs. I think this could be his best album yet. But you want to talk about the Dan Seals? I know Braden's a big Dan Seals fan. So
I've always loved Dan Seals. I love his ballads more than I love his up tempo stuff. But for example, there's this one called "You Still Move Me" by Dan Seals, and he did like a what was it called? It was like In the Room album or something like that.
Unplugged, I think.
It was an unplugged, like acoustic only album.
Right.
And I love every single ballad he's done on that. I mean, like I feel like you can, feel him, and you can, feel the way he sings, and the music and everything kind of just hits you in the right spot. You know what I mean? So I was just like, hey, let's do "You Still Move Me," because that's always been a personal favorite of mine and Dad's. So we did it, and I mean, I think it turned out great. I haven't even put my harmony on it yet, but
it's all unplugged.
Yeah.
And
except for the steel.
Yeah.
We do have steel on it.
Yeah, we did put some steel guitar on it, but it's just beautiful, and I think it's probably Braden's best vocal performances this album of anything. I think your
Thanks, Dad.
I think your voice has just finally matured, and I think he's finally coming to his own as an artist. I think he's just now reaching that peak But I don't think you can ever go back and beat what you did when you were 6 years old. And when you got a 6-year-old in there singing, you can't really treat them like you would somebody who's seasoned. You can't go, okay, you got to fix this, you got to fix this. He just kind of walked in there and sang it, and I just kind of let it go. And there's not a whole lot wrong with it. That's when I kind of thought, I think this kid could have a future in this. And so
I did it for the girl, but I ended up getting a feature out of it.
There you go. There
you go. Out of it,
so I'm sure a lot of people are curious here. Is Curt Ryle, the producer, easier on you than Curt Ryle, the football coach?
Curt Ryle, the producer, is definitely the best Curt Ryle there is, other than the dad, of course.
Okay.
I do not like the coach, Curt Ryle. He's a bit of a mean person. But I mean, no, I love him, and he's pretty much everything to me. Like, he used to be my Sunday school teacher, my dad, my coach. I mean, my producer, my like manager,
co-writer.
My manager, my co-writer, pretty much everything that you can think of. That's my dad.
So I know you're doing a lot from the recording standpoint. Are you paying much attention to what he's doing behind the boards? Do you have any kind of interest in that?
Not really. I know that he probably wants me to, kind of like pass it on to the son, but I don't know how he does it. I mean, I admire him so much, because like being there like all day and like working hard and stuff, it gets really tiring. Especially just sitting in the same place, like working on, moving, like editing and mastering, things like that. It takes a lot of work, and I tried it and I quit like my first day. So I don't know how he does it, but
Braden, in a way, I think it's kind of good, because you can burn out in here, Brent. It's like what you do. If you do it all the time, and with me, I don't know how to do anything else, honestly, but music. So to me, it's not really work. It's just something I do. But, Braden has had a lot of people. I know Greg Tardy and a lot of other people, songwriters out there, Todd Walls, and I could name a lot. They actually try to get Braden to sing demos for them, and they pay him well to do it. But he just doesn't want to burn himself out being in the studio all the time. And I kind of like it that he's like that, because he's got a lot on his plate with music. He's writing constantly. We're always working on new projects for him. So I don't want him in here working on stuff that he doesn't really want to do. I prefer
Well, I know we had Evie in here a couple of weeks ago, and we were asking her about her future past high school. Do you have any other plans outside of music, or is this it, man?
I'm lost. I mean, other than music and acting, of course, or well, actually, I do want to be an actor. I don't know if I mentioned that, but singing and acting are definitely like a big goal of mine. To accomplish that. But I've always wanted a second option, just in case it doesn't work. And I have no idea what that second option is. So I'm really banking on this singing and acting. But
I understand you were just taking some acting lessons. How's that going?
It's going good. I've actually I'm normally really, really like what's it called, disciplined when it comes to going to classes. But recently I went to Florida, to Tampa, and I like missed like 3 classes. So I have to pick up on that, and being a lifeguard and all that, like it's kind of meshing in. So I have to like find a way around my schedule to kind of fit those classes in. So I'm trying, but I'm doing the best I can.
Well, and but Brad, you had gosh, I totally lost my train of thought. I was going to say something, but it must not have been very important. But it was I'll tell you, it'll come back to me later. So
I think what you were getting ready to say is don't forget to enjoy this season of life.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Is it really?
No,
well, I do need to do that.
Work with me here.
Right.
Yeah, I think that talking about if this doesn't work out, I kind of think it will, but if it doesn't, he's just in a senior year of high school, or he's about to start a senior year, so he's got 9 more months here to figure this out. If he wants to go to college, I think he probably should. I'm gonna throw that in the ring there, but it just depends, at the rate we're taking off, at the rate this record company's taking off, I kind of think that it's possible that he can really make a good living doing this. Right. And of course, that's why we're doing this record company, Steve Markward and myself, because we really want to see the artist be able to make a living singing the music that they love and you know, indie music is in the past has just been a thing where you put it out there and people love it, but there's no money in it, and we're trying to change that. And
Right.
I want to take it a step farther than that, and I want to turn it into mainstream.
Right.
I think what we're doing needs to be mainstream, and I think it will. I really kind of think we're going to get there. So, and Braden has never been a real traditional country singer.
No.
He really never has been. He's really always kind of walked the fence
Right.
in the new what's going on the radio out there on FM radio and what we do here at this record company. He's always kind of walked a fine line, but it's worked for him, and he gets a lot of airplay all over the world. So he puts just enough fiddle and steel out there on his stuff to make it sound country enough to get him some airplay. But,
Well, you know, back when I was like little, if y'all like, you know, like have been fans ever since I was like a little kid, which I appreciate all of you, of course. But if you know, I used to experiment with different genres of music. Like, for example, I started off with pop music, and then I kind of transitioned into like the older rock and like the older bluesy type of stuff. And then I transitioned into like a country and then to like a pop rock. And then it's just back and forth, trying to find myself, you know what I mean? Trying to find what, you know, what fits me and what I like. And I've tried so many different things, but country has always been like, you know, like the best way for me. And
I kind of, if I had to put a brand on it, I would call it 90s country. That's pretty much Braden. I think he's into that Tim McGraw thing.
I do. And you know, I'm definitely, you know, trying to climb towards the, you know, like be in the center of both worlds, like the new and the older genre, just to try to fit in for both worlds. But you know, trying to be in the middle, but it's working so far. So.
Well, it's a good spot because there's a real hunger for 90s country coming back around here. It's kind of the Gen Xers get older and the millennials get older and get a little more nostalgic. A lot of that's coming back around. So see a lot of those 90s acts getting a lot of work these days. So that's
you know, the second video Braden did in the studio was with Jaden Riley. She's another Clarksville creative sound artist that's amazing. Everybody knows who Jaden is. And remember, Jaden was here working on a project on her album when she was about, what, 8 years old. 8 or 9, somewhere around there. And I remember she came to me and she had seen Braden do this song that you played earlier called Eye on You. Remember, Jaden came in and she said, Mr. Producer, do you think it's possible that maybe Braden and I could do a duet together? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I don't know. Have you talked to Braden about this? And she said, oh, yeah, he's all in.
I was all in. Let's do it.
And so I thought, well, what the heck? And so we put out the second video that Braden was ever in as a singer. Now, he was in as an actor.
Oh, you mean Beaches of
on
Tofino?
Beaches of Tofino, which was one of Jaden's earlier, actually, that was probably her first original song that we ever put out. And it's viral. Everything Jaden does goes viral.
Right.
It's probably up there, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands and maybe million. I don't know. But I do know that the song that Jaden wanted to do, she asked if we could write it. We all just kind of sat down and wrote this thing together. And it's called Only You.
Yeah.
And we shot the video on the two of them. And that thing, the last time I checked, I think it was 7 or 8 million.
Yeah. It's got a lot. And I've got it right here at my fingertips if we want to play it.
Well, sure.
Oh, you're gonna see the old rap side of me.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing about this. You know, we didn't know how to handle this. We really didn't know how to approach this because Braden still wasn't a singer per se. He was just, and we didn't think that really didn't know how to go about shooting this video because Jaden was already an established artist,
right?
No doubt about it. She had 20 or 30 million views on a lot of songs, and Braden was a newcomer into this, but she had been doing this for longer, and so we thought, well, you know what? Let's put Braden in this thing as a singer rapper
kind of,
because we didn't know which direction he was going to go or anything, and so Braden, I think you kind of wrote out some of these lyrics,
did.
didn't you?
I came up with a couple of them, and Dad also helped me because I was really young. So
yeah, but so he did a talking, singy thing in this video, and
You were ahead of your time. This is avant-garde stuff here.
yeah. But
yeah, let's play it.
all right, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
I've been up all night thinking about your eyes. I love the way you make me feel. Sometimes it's so surreal. Here's a text for you. I'll call you if you want me to. I think I'm always gonna feel this way. The truth is running down my face. There's only you. I'm so afraid that I'm pushing you away with the silly things I do and the crazy things I say. We're gonna last 'cause I'm gonna make you laugh. It's impossible to frown 'cause you know I'm such a clown. Only you. Just close your eyes and dream of me tonight. If you need a friend, just let me say I'm one phone call away. Don't know if this is real. Don't know exactly how I feel. But whatever it is, it sure feels right. I hope this feeling never dies. There's only you. Only you can make me feel the way I do, and nobody in the world could ever take the place of you. I look into your eyes, make me wanna cry, 'cause I know what's on your heart and I know what's on your mind. Only you. Sometimes I laugh before you even speak. We're so alike in what we say and think. If I had one friend to choose, hands down it would be you. There's only you. I'm so afraid that I'm pushing you away with the silly things I do and the crazy things I say. We're gonna last 'cause I'm gonna make you laugh. It's impossible to frown 'cause you know I'm such a clown. Here's a text for you. I'll call you if you want me to. It's true. So because there's only you. Only you. Only you.
Wow.
The truth is running down your face. What a powerful line.
You know, it was fun writing with those kids, Brent. They were so young and they really were clueless. But you know, when it come to writing, but it was fun working with them, and that was just you know, that's a great song. I listen back to that and I go, you know what? For two kids that age,
Old souls.
it was probably a little over the edge for that
Yeah.
age. But you know what? Man, the people just love that thing.
Jaden, I think we should bring it back. I don't know if she's here, but I think we should bring it back.
Hey, you know what?
Bringing everything back.
That might be cool to go
Hey.
back and recut some of these things
Right.
back out there. You know, she, man, what a great singer she is. Just
Right.
amazing.
Braden was spitting fire on those
I was.
lyrics, man. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of people in here, Brent. There's Steve is here.
Oh, heading to the
I
Smokies.
knew he was here. Steve's coming in Wednesday. I'm picking him up at the airport. At least he thinks I am. I'm not going to show. But you know
Yep.
what? He's probably going to find his way here. And we're going to Steve's got a new album sitting here in the can, and we got to get him in here to do his vocals before we take off on the Smoky Mountain retreat. So we look forward for Steve to come in, and we got a lot of good things coming up here at Clarksville Creative Sound.
Now, when you say sitting in the can, you're being figurative and not literal, correct?
Yeah, not literal. That's kind of an old
I know.
music saying, as you know. But
I know
yeah,
I'm messing with you.
yeah, he's actually got a great album sitting here that we haven't had a chance to do his vocals on. But I really look forward to doing that. And we got Kathy Jewell coming in here too. You know, Kathy,
Nice. Oh yeah.
Kathy is coming in August, and that's going to be fun. She's an amazing singer.
Right.
So good things happening, and we're really looking forward to going up the Smoky Mountains. I think Evie's on here. I saw a post a while ago where it said from Indiana, so it's it's probably Evie. You can look there, but we're all going to take off and go up to the Smokies and have a songwriter retreat. And so we just got this big old cabin that's got lots of rooms and
Jasper, Indiana.
Yeah, I think Evie's on here, and Evie's going to go up with us. She and Braden are going to go up, and we're going to just write songs, and it'll be Steve Marquardt, myself, John Castleberry, and a bunch of us are just going up there, and we're just going to kind of have some fun.
Well, yeah, I guess we're gonna have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna sneak out and like go do some fun stuff.
Yeah, see, I think what he wants to do is go out and ride the go-karts and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna write a couple songs with you. You know?
Yeah.
Just don't let Steve talk you into any stuff.
That's right. Take Steve with me.
Well, we've been on here an awfully long time, although we did get a late start, didn't we? But man, this has been fun, Brown. I'm sorry you had so many issues with your computer.
All good. All good. I think we're square now. So sorry to everybody that had to wait on me here tonight.
It's all good. We had a lot of fun, and we'll be doing this, as you know, we do this every other week. And we just I want to just tell all the art, and you know, there's one other thing I want to mention. Terry LeMaster has another new song that we just did, and it's an unplugged bluegrass thing. And Wanda Vick and myself we just went in together and did all the instruments on there, and Terry came in and sang this thing. And by the way, Terry, if you're here, I got all your harmonies put on there this morning. So, and mixed it, sent it out. So Terry should have it. I know he's got it, and it just turned out beautiful. So that's just another good thing coming out.
Can't wait to start running that.
Yeah, we got big things for everybody. Everybody's getting big things out. So y'all stay tuned, okay? Because we got good stuff coming out.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good plug for making sure that you're plugged in. I'm sure a lot of the people already are here, but if you're not, get plugged into this Curt Ryle Road Stories Facebook group, the Clarksville Creative Sound Facebook group. While you're at it, go ahead and get plugged into the Fort Worth Musical Moments Facebook group and Rural Strong Media Facebook page. We got a lot of stuff going on these days. So,
and Braden, real quick, just tell Brent who won in cornhole today, just so Brent can know.
All right. Okay. Listen, there's as a family, right? Because as a Ryle, all of us are like very competitive people, right? So none of us like to admit losing. And there's also a lot of ways where we could alter this to make it sound like that he didn't win, because he did win. But I think he just got lucky. I think it was just a good day for him.
He's still riding that beginner's luck is what's happened.
That's right. That's right. He played cornhole like with Evie when Evie was here this one time, and it was the first time he played, and then he wins the second time.
Well, here's the thing. They let me win, Brent, because they know I'm their producer, and they know I can screw up their music really quick if I want to.
That's one of those games where it's kind of hard to let somebody win. You're either decent at it or you're not. You still got to be able to hit the hole, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun.
We're going to play a bunch of new games. Like, for example, have you ever played Can Jam, Brent?
I have not. I guess that one passed me by.
It's like this thing, and you throw frisbees, and you got to hit it in the bucket. It's like really crazy, but we're going to try that, and I'm going to smoke you.
All right.
I like it.
Smoke you. All right.
We're going to do it.
That's the next plan. Cornhole? No. Can Jam. If anybody's heard of Can Jam, let me know and tell them how much it's better than Cornhole. Because Can Jam is better than Cornhole, in my opinion. But what do I know?
So much for music, right? I don't know how we got off on this.
That's right.
I think we need to let Brent get off of here, get some rest. We've had a long night, and Brent, we appreciate you putting up with
I
us.
appreciate y'all, man. I hope everybody will come back. Thank you again to everybody who showed up tonight and hung out with us here again. Not next Monday, but the following Monday, we'll be back again, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and we'll have some more fun here on Curt Ryle's Road Stories.
And we may have another special guest right around that time. I believe we're going to have Jaden Riley back here in the studio during that time. So that one, you sure want to tune into that, because we will have, there's a really good chance we could have Jaden, Braden, and Evie and Steve all here at the same time. And that would be a lot of fun.
She's going, well, yeah, well, we'll figure it out. But I do want to say to all y'all that came to watch us, I appreciate every single one of you. Please come back next time we're live. I think that's in 2 weeks from now.
Right.
I appreciate all of you. We love all you people. Make sure you join all the Facebook groups, because you will get information on that. So thank you, everybody. I love every single one of y'all. We all love y'all. So thank y'all for coming in. We appreciate you. Bang, 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 bang. So we're good.
Excellent. I love it. All right. Well, we'll sign out now, and we'll catch you 2 weeks from tonight for another Curt Ryle Road Stories. For Curt Ryle, Braden Ryle, it's Brent Adams. Have a great night and a great rest of the week. We'll see you later.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh, there'll always be a honky-tonk in Texas. And from the dance floor you will hear twin fiddles play. At last call, there'll be a jukebox in the corner, playing He Stopped Loving Her Today.